Evaluate the first four terms of the following series is n I in exponent n plus 1 over I in exponent n plus 1 plus 1 over I in exponent n plus 2 plus 1 over I in exponent n plus 3. N is element of a positive integer. Let's say n is equal with 1 in this case, which we can write in this form. For example, let's say n is equal with 1 until 4, and until 4. N is 1 over I in exponent n. So now if we are taking this form, we have a 1 over I is imaginary number, plus 1 over, here 1 plus 1 is I square, plus 1 over 1 plus 2, here is 3, 1 over I in exponent 3, plus 1 over I in exponent 4. And as we see here, the LCD for everything is I in exponent 4, for all of them, is I time I in exponent 2 time I in exponent 3 time I in exponent 4. And for the first term here, we can write I square time I third time I 4. Plus in the second term, here we can write I time I in exponent 3 time I in exponent 4, plus here we can write I, so we are just excluding I3 on the top to make a little bit easy. So how we can do it, time I in exponent 4, and in the last term we write everything except we are excluding I4. It's going to be I time I second in exponent 2 time I in exponent 3. And this is going to be this side now. Now we already know I square is equal to minus 1, I3, just let me write here, I is equal with I, we already know for the imaginary numbers. In I square is going to be equal to minus 1, I in exponent 3 is going to be equal to the minus I, here is minus, and I in exponent 4 is equal with 1, equal with 1. So first of all, here we are looking, I square is a minus 1, I in exponent 3 is minus I time I is a minus I square, and here is a I square is a minus I in exponent 4, and time I4 is 1, which can give here minus 1. And now I square is a minus 1, and here is minus I. Minus I time minus 1 is a plus I, but here is a I in 4 is 1, is just a I. Here is a plus. Here I in 3 is a minus I. Time I is minus I square. Minus I square is plus 1, and this is I4 is 1, is plus 1. And what do we have here? Here we have a I square is a minus 1, and here is 1 time I is a minus I. In fact, it's not a plus here, I'm sorry, it's minus I. So we can write is a minus I. And what do we have here? Before I write any sign, so let me go. Here I square is a minus 1, and this I3 is a minus I. Minus I time 1 time minus 1 is a plus I. Time I is I square, but I square is minus 1. Minus 1. And everything here is going to be this way. Let me write with a different color. So this is going to be this way. Plus I minus I is cancels. Plus 1 minus 1 cancels. It is a 0 divided by minus 1, and everything is equal with 0. So this is the result. So the sum of all this series is equal with 0.